Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new around here, my name is Ginger Pierce, and I am a travel professional with Marvelous Mouse Travels. Thank you so much for joining me for today's coffee chat. On these coffee chats, I'm intending to just talk to you about a wide variety of different travel topics. And today's topic is actually one of my favorites because we are going to be talking about hotel and stateroom organization tips. Obviously, as a travel professional, regular travel is a big part of the job. And so I have traveled and stayed in lots of different types of hotel rooms of, varying size with lots of different types of, storage options or lack thereof. And the products that we're going to talk about today are things that I bring with me on literally every trip I go on. So whether I'm on a cruise or I'm traveling for work or I'm traveling for, my own fun, like my personal vacations with my family, these are things that I always have with me because they just make my life a whole lot easier. And so, of course, we're going to make this fun. I'm going to give you some shopping links. So I'm going to put those in the description of the YouTube video, and then I'll also put those in the comments after this live stream has ended on Facebook as well. So that if these are things that pique your interest and you're like, oh, that would make my next trip so much easier, you can go on and you can grab those shopping links. But, nothing really stresses me out more either on vacation or on a work trip or really in just my day-to-day life than to have my space messy and cluttered and unorganized. Like I thrive when things are neatly packed away. And so all of these products that we're going to talk about this morning are things that help you do that when you're traveling. And so let's jump right into my top 5 space saving and organization products for hotel rooms and staterooms. And the first thing that I want to talk about is a pop-up laundry hamper. Now, this is something that is so simple, but let me tell you, nothing makes a hotel room or a cruise stateroom feel cluttered faster than having dirty clothes on the floor. That's true of your bedroom of your house too. Nothing makes a space feel messier than to have clothes strewn out where they're not supposed to be. And so what I love about these hampers is that they keep that stuff off the floor. They keep your clean clothes easily separated from your dirty clothes. It makes it a little bit easier when you're packing things back up at the end of your trip. But what I also love about these is that they so easily fold up for packing. So they get absolutely tiny. So they easily fit into your suitcase. They're not taking up room in your luggage, but they help you keep those clothes separated. And if you are going to do laundry while you travel, which is something we're going to talk about later in just a second, these make it easier to transport that laundry down to the laundry facilities and to get that taken care of as well. So these are not super expensive. They typically range in price anywhere from $3 to $5 per hamper. I have several of these just at my house that we use all the time for, getting laundry back and forth between the kids' bedrooms and the laundry room. So they really are great, and I love to take them with me when I travel. Also, I want to talk about packing cubes. Now, I've talked about packing cubes a lot in some of my blog posts over on gingermmt.com, but packing cubes are one of my favorite travel hacks because not only do they allow you to maximize the space in your suitcase, and it allows you to keep things organized in your suitcase, but when you arrive at your destination, you can literally just take these out and put them directly into drawers. So if you want to organize your clothes by person, you can do a different packing cube for each person. You can organize it by article of clothing. If you're going to a theme park and you've coordinated everyone's outfits for the park day, you can do a cube per day so that everybody's Animal Kingdom outfits are together and everybody's Magic Kingdom outfits are together. So they are a great way to pack your suitcase, but they make unpacking and then repacking in your hotel room so much easier just because you can keep everything organized and neat and tidy, and it just fits into the space a whole lot better. So I love packing cubes. I have multiple sets. You can get them off Amazon. They are not super expensive at all, but well worth the investment. My number 3 product that I want to talk about is this hanging toiletries organizer. Now, we initially invested in one of these when we were going on a cruise because, cruise staterooms are small, the bathrooms are small, you don't have a lot of counter space. And so I wanted to be able to, have my makeup and all of my different, things that I put on my face and everything neatly organized, but I didn't want them all strewn out all over the counter. And so after having used that on a cruise, I was hooked on this thing. I take it with me on every trip that I go on because, no hotel is abundant in counter space in the bathroom. Frankly, my house doesn't have as much counter space in the bathroom as I would really like. So I actually use this thing in it's hanging in my bathroom right now. And so those little things that maybe I use for special occasions, but I don't use every day, they stay in that organizer. And then when I need them, I just pull them out. So this thing is amazing. Again, this is not super expensive. You can find these on Amazon for about $15 to $20, even less than that if you find it on like a lightning deal or something like that. But they fold up pretty small, so they easily fit inside your luggage. And they are just really great to have to keep your bathroom space organized. Number four, you might be like, how in the world is that a space saving organization item? I'm going to tell you. But number four, I take this with me on every trip that I go on, is Buff City's mini laundry soap packets. Now, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, then you know that I am a huge fan of Buff City's laundry soap, especially their aloe and clover scent, because it smells to me like the lobby of Disney's Beach Club and Yacht Club resorts, which are some of my favorite places to stay. I love that smell. It's very clean and fresh. And so that is what we wash all of our laundry in at our house. We absolutely love this laundry soap in the full size. But if you're traveling, these little mini packets are awesome because you get a 3-pack for something like $6. And if you go to the on-site laundry facilities at your hotel and you pay like out of the vending machine for laundry soap and everything, you're going to end up paying quite a bit more to get that many loads of laundry that you could get from this little set of 3 that you're going to pay $6 for. It's also a really great way to try their product before you commit to the full size. And what I love about Buff City's laundry soap in particular is that, I have super sensitive skin. So do my kids. We've always had to use like free and clear everything laundry detergent. And so you get bored with that. You like your laundry to smell fresh. And so a friend recommended this laundry soap to me and I tried it and it does not mess with our skin. Like it's very well made and there's not a lot of irritants in it. And so we're able to use that even with sensitive skin. But the way that this saves you space when you travel is that you can pack lighter. If you're going to be able to do laundry during your trip, then you don't have to pack as many outfits. That saves you on baggage fees, when you are flying. And it also just gives you less stuff to try to organize and pack away once you arrive. So my husband and I are taking our kids for about 10 nights to Orlando later this summer. We're not going to pack 10 nights worth of clothes. We're going to pack significantly less than that. And we're just going to do laundry about halfway through our trip and keep rolling right along. So I always bring that laundry soap with me and I love it. The last thing that I'm going to talk to you about is a charging hub. So, Disney in particular, and Universal too, to a certain extent, but really at Disney because many of the hotels, were built a long time ago. They have kind of your mileage varies in regards to your ports, like your charging ports that are available in the room. So an older property like here with Port Orleans Riverside is just not going to have as many USB inputs or things like that. So you're going to need a whole lot more wall blocks for an older property like this, as opposed to like Grandestino Tower at Coronado Springs, which is brand new and has, ample charging options. But if you have something like this charging hub, it doesn't really matter the age of the property that you're staying in. You have multiple places to plug in and charge, and yet you're only using one wall outlet. So this one in particular is great because it's got both USB and USB-C. And so if you're someone like me who you're always kind of working a little bit, even when you're on vacation, like my laptop is always with me no matter where I go, because I might have a client with an emergency or something else that I need to take care of. Being able to charge different devices like cameras and phones and laptops or portable power banks and everything is great. And something like this really does help you do it. And again, these are not super expensive. You can find these in various allotments on Amazon for not a lot of money, and they help, just keep your cords and everything organized. And also, you're not having to find and bring with you as many wall blocks. Which, if you're like me and you lose wall blocks, that's a nice thing to have going on as well. So those are my kind of top 5 space saving products that I bring with me on every trip, whether I'm traveling for work or leisure, whether I'm sailing in a tiny stateroom or I'm in, a deluxe resort or something like that. These are still products that I have with me all the time because they just keep my life organized and make it a little bit easier and more enjoyable. So again, I will drop links in the description of this YouTube video or in the comments of the live stream on Facebook if you want to shop for any of these products. I also have recently released a new blog post over on my blog at gingermmt.com where I've given you a little more information about why I love each of these 5 products. And there are also shopping links that are available over there. So if you want to head over to gingermmt.com and check out that blog post, you can access those links as well. I also have a ton of other resources and planning tips over there. Everything from Halloween horror nights to a packing list for a Disney cruise to, why to visit Disney during certain seasons to which Universal hotel is best for your family. So tons of resources over there at gingermmt.com. Check that out if you have never checked out my blog. And also just a quick reminder that my vacation planning services are completely free when you book with me. And booking with me is the exact same price as booking directly on the vendor's website. So if you want a quote on your vacation or just a little bit more information about how it works to work with me, you can check out that link right there. Also, gingermmt.com, in the top left-hand corner of my blog, there is a button that you can click to get to my quote form and fill out the information that I would need to start working with you. But thank you all so much for joining me for this coffee chat. I intend to do more of these to talk about different topics, and share some of my planning tips and tricks with you for different destinations. But thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you all have a fabulous day.